heartbeat.
Stack it up, talking, do you get a bag of what? That boy talking, they brody go pack 'em up. Niggas claim that the king is a cap of what? I'm the man.
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the House of Misogyny. GinTV podcast. I'm getting fucked up. As always, your boy EAZY.
It's your boy Manu.
And A1DasauceGod.
And today we got a very, very special guest. I don't think he's a misogynist. I mean, you seem like a
very wholesome guy.
Wholesome. You know what I mean? Like, look at you. Like, the ladies love him. Right? He's got the look. He's like
don't let the tattoos fool you guys, man. This guy's real wholesome.
We got Eddie Garcia in the building.
What up? What's going on, brother?
Man, chillin'.
Good, man.
I feel like I should have had like a
better
entrance. I didn't really plan that much. I didn't plan it.
Yeah, people recite theirs on the way here.
Another one. We got Eddie Garcia in the building.
Nah, just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Chop it up, brother. Chop it up.
So before we start shooting, we're kind of talking about sugar daddy, sugar mama, and sugar babies, right? And we're not gonna get too deep into it, right? But you were saying that y'all two were saying that y'all would be cool with y'all girls having a sugar daddy.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I would want her to.
You would want her to?
Yeah.
It definitely will help.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's definitely got to be like a level of trust. Like, as I was explaining before, like all my previous girlfriends, like if I would have lined them up, some of them could have sugar daddies and some of them could not.
Yo, what like makes some like trustworthy enough to have a sugar daddy?
Definitely like that open like communication.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like some chicks have problems with that, and it's just a sugar daddy. If a female has a sugar daddy and also has like a man, that open communication has to be there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
See, my interpretation of a sugar daddy is somebody who's like paying, but also doing something more than
He's
just
fucking.
paying. Yeah, he's fucking.
He's
Like, what are the limitations?
He's dropping some dick off. Yo.
I mean,
I want to understand, like, what are the limitations to you guys on what cannot be done? Is it like, is sex the line? Can like he hold her hand? Can he touch? What is the limitation? Can she send her nudes?
I'm gonna let you answer this first.
you gonna let me?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I mean, obviously, I don't want no other man touching my girl.
Yeah.
All right.
So like, he's probably not gonna be sending her like top dollar. But normally they would ask for like something like photos, conversations,
Are nudes okay?
nudes. Okay. I mean,
You want some other guy out there with nudes of your girl? You'd be alright with that?
Other niggas got news of our girls anyway.
exactly. Yeah, right.
That's
But,
true.
like,
That's true.
Damn.
That's true.
That was uncalled. For.
Oh, now y'all all hurt.
I try to suppress that thought in my head, man.
But now think like she's getting like bread for that now, like.
Yeah. She's not doing it for free anymore. Love.
Yeah, and it's probably like, I'm trying to think of a word, not filtered out, but like tailored.
Okay.
Where it's not just like a wild, like crazy,
Like she busting it open type shit.
yeah, like it's probably not the same thing that she probably would have sent you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's probably just something like
A respectable nude.
exactly, yeah, something like
A
A respectable nude. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yo, what is a
It's like, yo,
What'd you classify as a respectable? Like just
like
like a
one nipple.
Like, you
Just-
show the
like
pussy, but you don't spread it open.
Yeah, like something
Yeah.
dry, like something dry.
Yeah.
Nothing pink.
Like,
Ass picture.
a what?
Nothing pink.
yo, yeah, crazy.
There's too much pink, then it's alright.
Like ass pictures, like her in like a lingerie, some shit like that. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, like some shit like a regular like IG whore would post on her Instagram.
That
anyway.
W
IG
word?
whore.
Like that?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
respectfully.
You cannot- There's no
Respectfully.
respect in that word, bro. You cannot. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought he took it back. I thought anytime you said something, then you covered up with respectfully. Yo, I thought it was like respectfully was kind of like no homo.
like,
Pause.
it just cancels
You could
it.
say some wild gay shit, but then you
Nah.
say no homo. Then it,
bro,
like, I thought
nah, even that never worked. Like that made it worse. That would always make it worse. Like, that would always
Not
make it
movie.
worse.
you don't think that had like a run that worked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Not
it
homo?
didn't. It didn't at all.
I kind of think it did a little bit.
I feel like it just made it more like.
Yeah.
It made it more gay.
Yeah. Like
Really?
it just reminded me how gay it was. Like
The fact that you had to say no homo
Yeah,
after it was
like,
like,
yeah,
damn,
like-
like I wasn't going there, but now you brought me there.
and the fact that it was a race for one of us to say like no homo, like, and you won. Like, you know what I mean? Like
You beat me there.
You beat me there, and I wasn't even thinking about that. I wasn't even thinking about that.
So question, like, you're okay with your girl sending nudes? Are you okay? Quick segue, like, are you okay with your girl making like an OnlyFans account or dating an OnlyFans girl?
Again, if that level of communication was there, yes.
Really?
Yeah, what
Yes.
like what the fuck you trying to hear?
Yo, it's
Like,
just
what does she got to say?
you just gotta be like, I don't. It's hard to say. Like, it's definitely hard to say, but you really gotta feel it with that person.
Yo, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. They be lying.
And that's the
They-
thing. Like, that's the
These
thing. Like,
females lie.
Yo,
they do, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It's hard. Like,
yo,
it's,
do you think y'all have ever dated a woman that was 100% real with you?
I think so.
At least
I
98.
think so. Yeah, I think so.
At least 98%.
98%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
95.
think so.
You think so?
I think so. Because I feel like some women have like no reason to lie.
You're right.
Bro, most people don't have a reason to lie, but yet they lie.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, if they're doing something, they have a reason to lie.
Yo, I catch myself lying when I don't even have to. Yo, I be at the gym and my girl asks me what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm at the grocery store. Like, why? Like, why did I even lie about this shit? Like, yo, it's
That's
like
bad habits, though.
Yo,
That's
it's
bad
just-
habits,
yo,
though.
it's like lying is like second nature. Yo, it's like breathing. Like,
That's bad, bro.
You gotta take, like, the
That's
smoothest
bad,
route
bro.
possible.
That's
I know,
bad,
it's
bro.
just
living a lie over
That's
here.
bad,
it's
bro.
a bad habit.
That's bad. We gotta get you out of that, bro.
Nah, I don't know. I'm okay with my girl having like a Actually, we talked about this. I'm okay with my girl having an OnlyFans account, but then I'm also okay with my girl having a sugar daddy. Like, I think the line for me is like sexual. I'm okay with him touching her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo,
that's fine with
wait,
me.
what?
I'm
Wait,
okay with him touching her.
like
Not
slapping her on the butt?
like innocent touching. Nigga.
Like,
Not
what
like
if he
grabbing her
pulls a
titties and
Donald Trump
fingering
and grabs her by the
You,
pussy?
you know, it doesn't have to go to that though. Like,
Yeah.
it don't have to go to that at all. Like, some chicks get like allowances.
You're right.
Like, they'll get like a weekly pay, and then like they just have to send like a few pics, and then just make sure they reply back.
I'm fine with that.
I feel like you know a lot about this, bro.
Hey,
Have you ever been a sugar? Have you ever had a sugar mama? You don't have to answer that. But just by you laughing.
Look, I
I
just
just inside knowledge. yo.
I just know how the game works. Like,
Okay.
remember that open communication I told you about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've dated somebody who had a sugar daddy and they gave
Yeah.
you the
Yeah.
the whole 4-1.
Yeah,
Okay.
they gave me the rundown how it works.
Why do I
and
feel like you're lying about that?
Nah,
Would you guys be a sugar baby?
A
I mean,
sugar-
I would definitely be a sugar.
Would I be
baby.
a sugar baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd be a sugar baby. Like, see, but see, I know in my current, like, most of the women I date are very jealous. Like, I don't think I've ever dated women that
Yeah.
aren't jealous. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just something about me that makes them just jealous.
I feel like
Might be
guys.
the lion. But I just feel like I wouldn't keep it real. Like, I don't think if I
See,
was a sugar
yeah,
baby,
yeah.
I don't think I would let my girl know. Yo, she would just be like, "Damn, yo, where all this new shit coming from?" Like don't worry about it.
I'm
I bet
picking up overtime.
Overtime.
They gave me a raise at work.
I think that's like the man in you. That's why. Like, I feel like guys can't be sugar babies and be in relationships.
I can.
Ooh.
I think so.
Yeah. I'll take the money and be in a relationship.
Would you
And
fuck-
be open with your girl.
I'm not gonna tell her about like
That's the
but
thing.
my-
See,
that's
that's
a
the
side
point,
hustle.
bro. That's the point, bro.
That's the point. Like, oh, you gotta let her know.
Like, yeah. I mean,
I mean, I could do both at the same time, but I'm not gonna tell my girl about it.
Why wouldn't you tell your
No.
girl?
That just creates too much drama, you know. Like,
Think so?
yeah, you gotta lie to these hoes, man.
These hoes.
Respectfully.
Yo,
that don't count. That don't count. That don't count.
Bro, I'll tell my girl that I'm a sugar baby. Honestly, we had a conversation about this.
You and your girl?
Yeah, and I told her I'm okay with her having a sugar daddy. I think she was on the fence about me having a sugar mama.
I mean, but like the whole going out, like if your girl is a sugar baby, right, and she goes on a date with the guy, right, like that level of trust is so nuts to me because it's like, yo, I'd have to be in the restaurant. You feel me? I'd have to be like observing this shit.
Why would you though? Like, why would you have to be there? Like, if your girl told you everything, why would you still have to be up in there though?
Yo, because I think no matter how honest you think someone is or how honest someone has showed you they are, right, there's always a part of them, right, that you'll never truly know. And I never know when that part's going to creep out. That's just like, and I could be completely off on this, but I feel like...
No, I think you're spot on. I think, like, yo, a lot of people get married, be with somebody for like 30 years, right, of marriage. And then, like, one day they find out something that just ruins their whole entire relationship. Like, people hide things throughout their entire life.
I mean,
I mean,
yo, like... do you-
But there's people that are open though.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm saying, yo, I
Yeah.
feel like... I'll say this, right? I feel like no one is truly 100% with their partner, right? I feel like at best, you might get 90% of everything that you know about them, right? But there's always something about them that you're not truly gonna know. And I think that's even healthy. I
Mhm.
feel like that's just part of like reality, right? Like, I just don't think like someone's gonna always you're never gonna truly know someone 100%, and someone's never gonna know you truly. And I feel like even like at 90%, right? I feel like that's still good enough. But something about me just it's like it might be just the human nature in me, like that just like has that bit of doubt. You feel me?
I feel like you're trying to protect yourself.
Yeah,
You're really trying to protect yourself. You're like, yo, there's 10% that I probably don't know. When it comes out, I was prepared for that.
Like she's not telling me 100% of the truth.
But I don't think that's healthy, bro.
What?
I don't think that's healthy.
See, but like, even when me knowing that, I still act like the way I live my like life throughout my relationships. I still give everybody 100% trust, even knowing that I feel like that there's always the potential for me to get mistrusted or like backstab. And then just because like a part of it is like, yo, I don't know. I think like that's just my theory, right? I feel like there's always something about somebody that you're never gonna know. Yeah. But I've always tried to live in a way that's like whatever, like because it's like I can't control what happens when I'm not there, so I don't try to worry about things that I can't control.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like kind of pushing this conversation a little bit further. It's like the whole like just cheating aspect overall. Like I know some guys that are like gun hold about their girls cheating. Like they want to track their phone, they want to go through their messages, they want to do all that shit. And it's like
shit,
it's so stupid to me. But I feel like is there a possibility? Yes. Like is it happening? Possibly. But like if I don't find out, what the fuck? Like I
feel like that's so unhealthy though.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. Imagine constantly thinking like that's stressful. Bro. That's stressful.
I had one girlfriend personally for me. Like I had one girlfriend that like stressed me the fuck out. Like first and only girl phone that I ever went through. Like first girl I was always contemplating like or questioning like what her decisions because she was a fucking liar all the time. And then I was like, like why am I even like after that I was like I would never do that again. Like the stress and anxiety on a daily basis, bro, like wore me thin to the point where like every minute I was thinking like whose dick is she sucking at? Like,
so, yo, like for me, I might have thought like that like when I was younger, right? But then I quickly figured out, bro, like I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna stress myself over shit that I can't control. Yo, because like I've gotten like a lot of shit from like girls I've dated, right? Like about coming home at a certain time, right? I'd be like, yo, why you out till 4? Like the clubs close at 2, right? And I'm like, bro, I could have cheated at 9 when I first started. Like, you feel me? Yo, there's no like cheating. Like people need to realize there's no cheating hour. You feel me? Just because like you're out after the club, like doesn't mean they're cheating. They could have been.
So you don't believe in demon time, then, right?
Nah, I don't.
You know what?
Yo, demon.
He's always on demon time. That's what it is.
Yo, that's what I'm gonna say. Yo, demon time is 24 hours a day. Yo, it doesn't come on or off. You feel me? Like, yo. People like think like most cheating happens like at 2 in the morning.
Late night and shit, yeah.
Bro, that shit happens like midday.
It do.
You feel me? Like most of the cheating goes on like 10 in the morning. You feel me? Like morning wood. Like
she go to work, come home, and you don't even know. Fucking fuck the nigga, next nigga, go back to work.
So I said, like, yo,
the work hubby.
Probably they both dip off real quick.
Stress it, bro. That's why you can't stress
it. Doesn't even make sense, yo. Like I was like 18 at the time. Like you said, I was real young. So like at the time, I was like, you know what, fuck it, like. I'm investing my all into this bitch, and then turned out I couldn't.
Yo.
They never found out she cheated on me though, and all that stress to never find out. So I was like,
I can't do that. I can't be in a relationship and like automatically thinking like, yo, they're probably cheating.
Right.
I can't. If there's any sign of that, then I'm probably not gonna be in a relationship with them.
Really?
Yeah, like I can't. Like,
see, I ignore it.
I can't. But that's hard though. That's stressful.
No, yo, I've gotten like so good. Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, like for me at this point, I'd have to like flat out like see it. Like, yo, I don't check social media.
Yeah.
I don't check phones. Yo, I would honestly be the easiest guy to cheat on. You feel me? Yo, like if my girl tell me she's going out on a Friday night, I just be like, all right, cool. I don't hit her up. Like I've actually gotten like shit from my girl like when she goes out on vacation for not hitting her up. She's like, yo, how did you even know I was alive? I'm like, yo, like you was out. Like I didn't want to even bother. You feel me? Like, cause it's like I don't ever want to be like that dude. That's just like, oh, like you don't like you stress me out every time I go out. Like I feel like that is the corniest dude to be.
And low key, that's what we want. Like we want when we go out to we just have fun and enjoy our lives. Like
let me cheat in peace.
Are you in a relationship?
That's not what I'm saying.
He's wild, bro.
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, like, you know, we don't want to be blown down and shit.
You're getting it.
That's too funny.
Nah, that's crazy.
See, yo, you know, like the thing, like back to the sugar daddy shit, right? I honestly don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think I'll ever make enough money in my life where I'll just be content with paying a woman just to talk to me. Like that is insane to me.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like the whole sugar daddy escort situation, like it doesn't make sense. Like, why would I pay for just companionship?
Yo, if I'm paying, I'm fucking. Like, that's a
Oh,
guarantee,
we know, man.
bro. Like, that's not even a question. Like, what? That's like for companionship.
I feel like it's different when you in that position. Like, imagine being like this 70-year-old dude. Like, you don't got time for dating. You got mad bread though, and you know, like, these chicks, they want money.
Yeah.
And you just connect the two. You skip all of that. You know what I mean?
But you're just paying for you're paying like for a friend, really. You feel
Possibly.
But yo, the thing is, like, yo, when I'm hanging out with somebody, right? I want them to want to hang out with me for me, because I bring something. Like, I bring a personality. I bring something to the table besides money, because otherwise you're just gonna feel like you're getting used.
That's cap.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm saying what you're saying is cap.
What do you mean?
I agree with the theory of what you're saying, but I think what you're saying is actually cap, right?
No. I'm not saying that I wouldn't pay for more than that. Like, I'm not against paying, but there has to be something more than like
but you're
just
saying,
companionship.
You're saying that you want a woman strictly for who you are, like, right?
Right, but if it's gonna be like on some friendship level shit, like where I'm taking her out to like present her, like, but if I'm like, I don't know, it's
weird because we're not in that position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not defending that person. I would never do it either. But we also not in that position. Like, we not making like. I mean, I don't know what y'all make, but like these people or these guys or women,
they gotta be making like
they got mad money to just throw away. Like,
I guess I gotta get that.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to try this out when I get some money.
So like for example, I did date someone who had a sugar daddy.
Okay.
She had like 2 of them.
She had 2.
She had 2.
Okay.
Like, while you were dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she told me about it. And
she a baddie?
She was baddie.
Like she was like worth 2 sugar daddies?
How you got to ask if his ex-girlfriend is worth 2 sugar daddies?
I'm just asking, like it's GinTV, man. Get real.
But basically, she did, and one of them had enough bread to literally give her his black card.
Oh, he had a black card?
Yeah. And the other one would literally gave her a car and was like, "Yo, this is yours. You drive it to work all the time." And she was a stripper, and he was just like, "Yo, when I'm here, then I get all your attention."
So no offense, like, why would she date somebody that like isn't there? Like, why would she? Because
she's not
sexually attracted to them.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's like guys out there that, you know.
Oh, I'm sure of that too. But do those guys want someone in her position?
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
very true.
So again, we obviously wouldn't do that. We're not gonna give no chick no money just for companionship. But there's people out there that are willing to do that. You know what I mean?
Yo, we're gonna have the same conversation in about 10 years, yo.
This guy's gonna be like, yo, I spent mad bread. Like, I spent mad bread.
Like, you guys all joined me, huh?
It's not that bad, yo. It's not that bad.
I got a rotation. I got a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We had it all wrong.
It took you guys a long time to come join me. That's what he's gonna be saying.
I mean, I would never do it. I would never do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I guess the concept of like not having to deal with the person on a long-term basis and not having that solid relationship where you could just like pay just for the time and then like leave, that could be an appealing thought. Like, that could
some of these guys have whole families and lives too.
Yeah.
So like they're also paying for that. Like,
no, yo, I see the mind-boggling part to me, right, is like, all right, I get the paying if they're fucking. I get that, right? But to me, it's like just like to have a family, right, and then still pay for like
companionship.
Like that shit is like.
I feel like the consensus.
Yo, you don't want to deal with your family.
That's crazy to be like, yo, I'll pay somebody. I'll give somebody else money so I don't have to deal with my family. That's bad. That's bad.
Yo, niggas be getting trapped though.
That's bad.
I gotta stick around for the kids.
Yo, I think
I hate this bitch.
I think the guys that I see are really like just people that aren't sociable. Like they're usually like introverts or like nerds per se that just
Bro,
end up with a lot of money.
I don't think nerds are into like that kind of shit, man. I think
Really?
it's like,
Yeah, they would have like crazy anxiety. They probably wouldn't even know how to approach the situation. It's normally
Which is
like
why they pay for
it's
it.
really just the cocky dude like
Probably
that got
right.
money. Like
right, yeah.
that's
Really?
really what it is. Yeah,
I've never seen that. I mean, because the cocky dude could get the companionship
I
without
think
that.
it's because I've seen that.
Because we're
Okay.
not around
I've
people
seen
that got
side,
money.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really like.
I mean, what do I know? You've seen it firsthand. So
Yeah.
like, what do I know?
But yeah, I mean, again, I'm not defending saying that I'm that person.
Right.
I've just seen it.
But it's crazy because my perception is like a sugar daddy is like somebody that's really nerdy that can't get a woman outside of like, you know, paying for it. But then whenever I look at a sugar mama, I see like this bad old cougar that just wants like a young person for whatever reason.
Yo, but I think it's a difference, right? I feel like sugar daddies want companionship, sugar mamas want young dick.
You know what it is though. I feel like guys would give it up quicker than the actual females would.
What do you mean?
Like the sugar babies? Or?
Yeah, the
Okay.
sugar babies.
Okay.
So a sugar baby male would definitely give it up quicker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's-
guaranteed. like,
Exactly. So
yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yo,
like,
but
yeah.
yo, here's
Give
a
it up for
hack.
free.
Here,
A hack.
I'm gonna-
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna give a life hack to all the sugar mamas. Y'all don't even need to pay these niggas to fuck. Like, yo, that's just extra. You feel me? Like, yo, like, oh, you
Icing
give
on the
me
cake.
bread? I was gonna fuck you anyway.
You give me
Yeah,
pussy and money?
I'm about to quit my career right now.
Yo, that's a quick life hack
Yo, we
for the
need-
sugar mamas.
yo,
Yo,
we-
you don't gotta be paying these young dudes.
Yeah, we gotta come up with some sort of app or something like to solicit ourselves.
Sugar babies are us.
Yeah,
Or us.
I honestly, I feel
With
like I
us.
feel like this is like probably something like already like.
In
Oh,
the
Oh, it
works.
is.
Running that we
It
don't
is.
know.
It
It
definitely
is?
is low,
Yeah.
low key.
What's
You
the
on
name?
it?
Yeah, what's
I'm
the
not
name
on
of
it.
the
I
app?
wish I wish.
Let me put my phone up real quick.
I wish.
Get paid to hang out with older women. They probably teach you something that you probably didn't even know. Like
I mean, could a sugar baby be younger than you? I mean, sugar
a sugar,
person,
a sugar
yeah.
mama,
person.
sugar mama, sugar
They could.
daddy be younger
They
than
could.
you?
a sugar grandma.
They could. What would that make you though? The baby or
I don't know.
The sugar
That's the
daddy?
wild
The
question.
sugar daddy?
Yeah.
It don't matter. You getting paid.
Like,
I mean, like it's wild to me that like people just have like this kind of disposable income, just like.
to throw
But
away.
people do though. People do.
Bro, I know some
Especially
Bro, I'm so
I-
sick of being poor. I'm so fucking sick of it. Like, I can't have fun at all, man. Like, see people out here just paying for friends and shit. Like, I gotta work to fucking eat. Like this blows.
I know people that actually like going towards like what Manu was saying, that actually paying for like sex from other people to perform sexual acts on people. That's the wildest part
Yeah,
for me.
that I'm like,
I that is like not even for me to get the pleasure, but for me to give you pleasure, and I'm paying you to give you pleasure. It's like, damn. Like,
I honestly feel weird
Yeah.
of that. Like if somebody offered me like if I wasn't interested in the person at all, I don't even think I can do it.
yeah.
I do not think I can
Yeah,
do it like at all. Like
Yeah, I would feel like very skeptical about.
Yeah,
the
like,
situation.
it's
like,
it's
you
hard.
trying to poison, like you
Yeah.
trying to kill.
Set me up.
No, that's what I
Oh
would,
yeah,
really.
that's-
trying to rob you.
Yo, if a chick just like yo, let me pay you $100 to suck your dick, I'd be like, I'm all set. Thank you.
yeah,
Like,
for real.
son-
Like there's a
bitch, you
catch,
want-
bro.
you
It's too
want-
good to be true. It's too good to be
You
true.
want like
Like,
you got two dudes like waiting to light me up or some shit like
Yeah.
that is.
I might take that out.
yeah, take it out.
Take that.
I don't know, bro.
I might
don't
fall
know.
for it too. Bro.
Oh, you-
Like word.
What dollar amount though? What dollar amount would be like? All right, bet.
$100. $50 on a good day.
$50.
If I'm drunk,
You know,
the price goes
it's Christmas time right now.
Nah, $100 won't even make my shit jump.
Really?
Nah, I don't know. It's got to be
I
like,
think I got expensive dick out here. Like,
hey, look, man.
Yo, he has self-respect.
so,
I
so
do,
what's,
but I don't
what's your price?
My price, I don't know. I don't know, man.
All right,
It's got to be so.
$1,000.
It's got to be so much that I can smell the money in the room.
$1,000.
Yeah, I don't know.
$10,000.
20,000.
20,000. Sold
I honestly, I don't think I could, bro. I don't think I could.
No.
for no price.
I don't. It's hard to put.
He said he got to smell the money in the room. So
Yeah,
it's
like it's got to be like that much. Where it's like, oh,
I mean,
How
I
about
feel like for
$20,000 in
$5K,
gold?
I think the average person, if the money is in their face, they're gonna let it happen.
you think?
I think the average person, at least for $5K,
Yeah.
like that's an insane, not an insane for you to give me head. Like that's crazy.
That's a no-brainer.
I'll be with you. If somebody offer me $5K to give me head, I'm like, all right, just put the condom on. So I can't look.
Exactly. Like I feel like it's not insane enough that it's gonna be life changing, but I think that's like, you know, if the money's in your face, it's like a quick $5K for like what, half hour, like.
Yeah.
I mean, for $5K, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be stipulations though.
Yeah, come on.
There's definitely gonna be asking for like.
I mean, that shit just doesn't happen to guys anyway, so that's just never gonna happen.
It was how the combo got mad depressing. Like, yeah, that's never gonna happen to us. It's never gonna happen to us, you know.
That's why I said, like, yo, God knew what he was doing making me a guy. Because if I was a female, I would never work. I would never do manual labor. Like, never.
Nah, there's a lot of females out there not doing it, bro.
Yeah, and kudos to them.
They figured it out.
Like, integrity, standards, fuck that.
I mean, technically, you could still do it, bro.
The market isn't as big. Maybe it's a niche market.
Yeah, it's a niche market. You could tax on it, bro.
Yo, there's chubby chasers out there, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
Well, if you're a chubby chaser, and my girl's okay with it.
Yo, at that point, like your girl kind of have to be like the pimp. Like she'd have to be like setting up your appointment.
My money goes directly to her, and she gives me a percentage type of thing.
That's pretty fire, though. That's fire.
I don't know. I'm not okay with my money going to somebody else. Like
I put in. Want your girl getting a cut?
I put in the work.
You don't want to know how much. You don't want your girl to know how much work you're putting in.
You didn't eat this old bitch pussy for 5 hours. Like,
oh, yo, that's kind of gross.
Why'd you have to say it like that, bro?
Yo, that's like I'm just like imagining dust just like, in the air.
Just gray hairs.
All right, man.
Come on, man. All right.
Yo.
This is getting worse and worse.
All right. Let's before we get into some other shit. All right, you know what's a wild thought that like occurs to me every now and then. It's like, you know, like you be fucking your girl now or like whoever you fuck with, like man, this shit good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever like look at an old bitch, like an old bitch, and you know she fucking, but it's like damn, like one day that's gonna be like me and my girl like fucking like that, and it's just like like it just doesn't seem that appealing. But yeah, obviously I'm gonna be just as gross. But it's just like,
that's where the love kicks in, bro. Like
that's when the love.
The love kicks in, bro.
If you could go through that, you could go through anything. I guess.
Yeah,
bro, I'm just imagining like two pieces of sandpaper just like rubbing each other. Like it's just, everybody's dry.
Better throw some Bengay on that.
Yo, knees is hurting. Yo, you gotta stop every 10 seconds.
You got some sand at the.
That's when you start paying for a sugar baby.
That might be, yo.
Yeah, see, look. Yeah, see, look.
I don't know. I have this weird thing about me that like if I see a couple like out in public, I always try to imagine like
what they fuck like, right?
How their sex is like.
All the time.
What makes you think like they be having like a good sex life?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I feel like you could smell it. Like you can sense it. Like it's like a tingle.
Body odor. They didn't take a shower after.
The sex is in the air.
Right? Just like a fucking dog, just sniffing their butts.
Nah, but you know, like how you could look at a female and be like, "Damn, she freaky as fuck." Like I know she gets busy. I feel like it's the same way for like older women.
You
can't. It's
you
so
can't.
hard to read.
Yeah,
bro. But then he goes up to her like.
Nah, I'm not doing that. But I mean, I can look at an older woman. I could look at a couple and I'm be like, "Damn, like." You could tell like she gives this nigga some whack ass pussy, and then you could see like
it's definitely the chemistry
she lays
though.
it
Like,
on this thing.
it's definitely the chemistry though.
That's
like,
what it is.
Yeah.
Yo, when you look at me and my girl, how do we be fucking?
Nigga, I don't look at you either. That's a wild fucking.
Like, yo, how did like
on camera?
Yo, when I said this guy was dangerous, I meant that. Yo,
so here's what I think. I'm fucking with you.
I've been meaning to tell you.
All right, so you look at strangers. And imagine how they fuck, but you don't look at your own friends.
Yeah, that's normal. Nigga. That's now it's weird. Now it's weird that I know you.
I made it weird.
Absolutely.
You're here looking at strangers at the fucking doctor's office, wondering how they fuck, but I'm making it weird. Okay, like
yo, that thought has actually never come across my mind. Like how people are fucking.
Really?
Yeah, it's never. I've never thought about like, oh, she's doing this. Like she's doing
like once or
twice.
Once or twice.
Like,
that shit doesn't. I don't think about that
to
shit.
me, for like whenever I see a really awkward person, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, how do they do it?
I assume that they're not fucking.
That could be it. That could be it too. But like
she ain't giving them no dick. I mean, she's not giving them no pussy.
Like ever like think about like an awkward ass couple, like just like they just don't seem to fit, and you're like, yo, how do they even manage?
It's never the awkward couple for me. It's more of the like if I see a couple having an amazing time with each other out in public, I'm like, oh yeah, They
about
get
to
busy.
go back
Oh,
and
they
get
get busy.
crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they get busy. She just whispers something in his ear too. Yeah, they get
Yo,
busy.
if they're walking like 5 feet apart from each other, what do
Yeah,
you think?
oh yeah. Then it's like that don't even cross my mind. It's like
Okay.
yeah,
You know what I
You know what I
think
mean?
about it. Like even like I see like old people walking.
Damn, bro, you're just like a pervert. You just
I
think
mean,
about
call it what you want, bro. I see,
Call
like,
it what you want.
That's why I know
Gotta be
he's-
careful.
yo, that's why I know he's full of shit. I know he's thought about.
Honestly,
being my
real
girl.
shit. So here, let's get into the whole friend shit. My thing is like, I don't know. I heard this weird thing about me growing up that like I could never find like once my boy dated a girl, I fuck with a girl, I could never find her attractive. So like the thought of them fucking to me is just not even there. Like the thought of like
I know exactly what you mean, bro.
yeah, like
Yeah, same thing.
I had
that's
I
like
had-
bro code though. That's like
Yeah,
Yeah, but
no,
you stop finding that person attractive. Like you can't see that person like the same anymore. Like
yeah,
before they fucked or before they were together, you'd have, oh, that's a pretty girl.
yeah.
After like they're together, it's just like, oh, that's just like a human.
you mean
Exactly,
like
it's just a
together
being,
like
right?
What up, bro?
boyfriend together like boyfriend
Yeah,
and
like,
girlfriend,
yeah,
or
like,
he was interested in her?
Even both. Like
Okay.
once my nigga like fucks her or like
Touches
is
her.
talking to her,
oh,
it's
yeah,
just like
it's-
that's not it. That's not it for me. Like
No.
I had situations where
You're
like my
running a train
best
on
friend
Little
dated a
different.
girl that I thought she was cute and I thought she was real cute, but then he ended up getting it. And I'm like, all right, like never looked at her the same
Yeah.
again. Like never thought twice about it.
That's bro code though.
Yeah,
That's
that is
just-
broke.
So to
like
answer your question, I never thought about how you and your girl be fucking.
I'm a little insulted.
He doesn't think y'all interested.
You want me
I
to?
know that's what I'm like. That's
Yeah.
how I look at it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see the spark in us. Like, 'cause we be fucking, right? Like, that's-
Clearly, right?
yeah. Shout out to our new kid.
That's proof.
Oh, you got a
Yeah. I just had a-
oh,
yeah, I
congrats,
just had
bro.
a baby
Congrats,
boy,
bro.
yo.
Yeah, congratulations.
12 days
Nice.
old.
Oh, fresh, bro.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Now see the pussy factory closed for 6 weeks now.
Hey, bro, you better get
Better
ready.
hit a- you better hit a
Get
righty.
ready.
What?
Righty. Or lefty, whichever one you are. Lucy.
Bro, lately I've been doing both. Shit been rough, yo. When
That's crazy, bro. You can't picture him and his girl having sex. We picture them doing that.
Oh, we talked about this.
right? Like,
We talked about
his
this
priorities
before.
is fucked up.
We talked about this before. He's gonna have an OnlyFans where he's beating his dick, eating cereal or some shit like that, and Minnie subscribed to it.
I told you I'm not subscribing.
We're talking about like, real friends support each other, friends' businesses. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And yo, since we're on that, right? Let's get into you a little bit since we got the special guest.
Yeah.
So, you're a artist that does tattoos,
Yes.
right?
Artist that does tattoos.
Not a tattoo artist. but an
Nah,
artist that
not
does
yeah.
tattoos
For legal reasons, I'm not an official tattoo artist.
for legal
For
reasons.
legal reasons, yeah.
Okay. Do you plan on working on those legal reasons? At
Oh
some
yeah, of
point?
course, absolutely, yeah.
What I guess what are the steps to actually become a tattoo artist instead of an artist that does tattoos?
So there's a few ways. So in Connecticut, if I am 100% correct, you do have to put in like 2,000 hours
Okay.
under an apprenticeship.
That's like, is that paid or unpaid?
It depends. Like I think it depends on the apprentice.
Yeah.
Some shops and some artists, they'll have you working those entire 2,000 hours completely free.
That's bullshit.
Exactly.
How the fuck you supposed to survive?
Exactly. So literally, like
You gotta
it all depends
You gotta
on
get a
what.
sugar daddy.
I feel like becoming an apprentice, like that's a tough job to do because somebody going in for a tattoo, it's on their body.
Mhm.
Like for me, I wouldn't want an apprentice.
Mhm.
How do you deal with that? Like how
That's a good point, right? Like, yo, usually
I
like,
want the
Yo,
I
it's
want the
like-
best of the best
It's,
to do my.
normally,
How
I
does-
mean,
how does that work?
again, I don't have an official apprenticeship, but normally how it would work is the person doing the apprenticeship can only do like certain pieces.
okay.
Right.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So if it's like just line work, then the person, given the apprenticeship would vouch for them and be like, all right, they can do this.
okay.
If anything's wrong,
Kinda,
it's,
yo, like
it's something I can
You're
fix.
working.
All right,
You're
gotcha,
working under
okay.
someone else's license.
Exactly.
So this is
And
like
they're-
actually
they're
coming from like
monitoring you too, right?
coming from a customer
Supposed-
of somebody
it's
that,
supposed to be like that.
Okay.
actually coming from a customer that have been tattooed by somebody that was apprentice. Like they give you like, I guess they put it on display and like there's like like you said, like there's only like certain things that you could pick from
Mhm.
that they could tattoo. And
They call that, I think it's flash art.
Some-
Like a paper or something like that, like little practice.
Yeah.
You
So
got
okay.
tattooed by an apprentice before?
yeah, so like I have an Aquarius sign tattooed right here,
Okay.
and that was only because it was they were having like an event at the tattoo gallery
Mhm.
that I go to, and yeah, so they had like a an event where people just came through it so that way they could get like their hours in and shit like that.
That's normally how it is.
Do you have like a portfolio where you show like somebody coming in and do you disclose that you're an apprentice or?
Normally it's just all off IG.
Okay, so
All off IG, or I'll do like guest spots. When I first started, well, again, when I first started, I used to just be like a solely like artist, like painter.
right.
And then when I started and I picked up the needle and actually did like tattoos on myself, a lot of my clients, that already had like my work, they trusted me and they're like, yo, you know,
like your art, like your paintings, right?
Yes, they were like, yo, I gotta fly you out.
Right.
I need you to do some tattoos on me, and I would let them know, like, yo, like.
This is what it is.
This is what it is. This is, you know, I could only do certain things, and they would automatically like trust.
Yo, who was so the first person you tattooed was yourself?
Yes.
What was it? What did you do?
I have like this piece right here. It's trash. I definitely gotta fix it up, but I almost do not want to.
Really?
Just as a reminder, like, yo, that's when I first started.
Like, what is it? What's a
it says love.
Okay.
But it's like a weird font.
Okay.
So I got love here and I got pain. So walk with love to get through pain.
Okay.
So that's kind of like.
Okay.
But
how long ago was that?
I want to say like, I think like June or July of last year.
2020.
2019. Sorry.
19. Oh, okay. So you got a little.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Yo, how does it feel to tattoo yourself? Like that?
Yo,
that shit hurts. Like
it definitely hurts for sure.
Do you think does it hurt more to tattoo yourself or does it to get someone else?
Well, for me, I think it hurts more when someone else is doing it.
Okay.
Because when I'm doing it, I was doing it with a purpose and kind of like I had like this adrenaline where like, yo, I'm gonna tattoo myself to learn this machine, to learn this needle,
right,
to learn something out of it.
Yeah.
And then like when you start, it's like you have no choice but to finish it. So that adrenaline alone kind of cancels out a lot of the pain.
Wait, this is gonna be on me forever.
Yeah, this is gonna be on me forever. And I was also hyped, like, yo, I'm really tattooing myself. Like, it's looking good right now. So like,
yo, so what do you just like order like the kit off Amazon and just got to it? Like,
I forgot exactly where I got my kit, but I actually had my kit for like 2 years before I even started.
Before you even know, okay,
right.
Shit, I didn't even know you could tattoo yourself. There's a kit?
Yeah, like a regular
Oh,
tattoo
shit.
kit.
It's not like a tattoo kit just for yourself.
And
right?
it comes with like the basic stuff. Like,
Yo, I'm about to be all tatted up in like the next 2 weeks.
Wait, so that just brings me to my next question, and you could say legally I can't answer this, but can I just buy a tattoo kit and just tattoo myself if I want to?
You can. I think legally you just can't say that, hey, I'm a tattoo artist.
Okay.
You can tattoo someone. But
I mean,
that's
can I tattoo myself? Like if I wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to. That's like going to like Walmart and buying like some hair clippers and you cut people's hair. You're not.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So
you.
basically, like certain, because tattooing is almost kind of like a medical procedure in a way, right? Because there's blood involved.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just really buy syringes, right, without like a prescription or something. Like I'm talking about like syringes that you like inject yourself.
Okay,
with,
okay.
Right?
They draw blood.
So I guess I get what you're saying, right? Like it's kind of crazy that you could just go and buy a whole like tattoo gun and just start like tattooing people.
Now you got to keep in mind, like normally if you do that, it's like very like it's the cheap quality stuff. Like sometimes like you'll get like a box of like 10 needles and maybe like 1 or 2 of them will be like good.
Okay.
Now there's like reputable like spots and places where you can buy that equipment, and a lot of them ask for a license.
Oh, so
yeah. So like a lot of places are, but then there are also places where you can just literally like
go in and get anything you want.
Get anything. For example, like Amazon.
Right.
You could literally go up there. You could type in like tattoo kit. I'm not telling people to go and do that. Again, it's gonna be like the cheapest of the cheap, like quality of it, and it's probably not recommended to be out here trying to be a professional tattoo artist.
Gotcha.
With that kind of equipment. You know what I mean?
So what?
Oh, good.
Well, what transitioned you from actually, being an artist to wanting to get into tattooing?
Honestly, the quarantine, man.
Okay.
Quarantine. The quarantine really slowed down a lot of painting. Because normally to sell paintings, you have to do like gallery shows. For people to see it like in person.
Mm-hmm.
That got shut down for a while. A lot of those shows would be like in New York City. New York was shut down like completely. So I would paint at home, but it was so hard to like sell those pieces
to make money off it.
To make money, yeah. When pieces are going for like a few thousand, it's hard for someone to see it on Instagram and be like, all right,
Like, yeah, yo.
You know
The
what I
thing
mean?
about art, it's like it definitely like something that you got to be like face to face with to really get like that inspiration from it, where you want to like drop serious money on it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've definitely sold off Instagram.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a lot of trust. And it has to be like really like good photos and whatnot. And even at that, when people see the pieces in person, it's still a completely different like effect they get.
Not get it.
Because they got to feel the experience. Like, they got to like look at it and like, because they're going to be putting that on their walls. They're going to have to look at it every day. So they want to look at it in person.
They want to see the size. They want to see the color. They want to see like the brush strokes,
texture.
every texture, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So you said you were the first person you tattooed on, right?
Yeah, yep.
Who was like the actual first person that you tattooed other than yourself? Like who was the brave soul that like, all right, like I'll do it, bro.
It was a person I was talking to.
Okay.
And those tattoos, some of them are like completely bad. Like completely bad, yeah.
Damn.
Really? Like, do you think that?
Like how bad?
Do they
Like,
know that's bad? Did they acknowledge it?
I'm pretty sure she knows.
Yeah, you have to fuck her extra good after that shit.
I mean,
like,
or
you gotta,
or you could just touch her up now, like.
Nah, we good. We not even like on that. Like,
Oh, really? Okay.
she's gonna stick with that, or unless she gets somebody else.
Or get it
Unless she
covered up
gets-
or some shit.
Somebody else, but
what was it? The tattoo?
it was like a Harry Potter themed tattoo.
Okay.
It was a Harry Potter themed tattoo.
I'm gonna be on the lookout.
Yo, do you ever,
Oh, I know.
you ever look at,
yo,
like-
it's you.
Yo, do you ever look at like people's tattoos and you're like, yo, that shit looks crazy? Like they'll have a whole arm and it's like, damn, like who fucked you up?
all the time. People come to me even asking for like cover ups of their tattoos.
Okay.
Like, yo, can you cover up this? And it'll be the craziest shit
Right.
like I've ever seen.
Do you do cover ups?
I normally say it depends on the cover up, because there's ways of covering things up, and it depends on like how bad it is. But I never do anything I know I can't do.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Like if I'm not comfortable, I tell people straight up.
So you're ethical.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like
It's
I
not
mean,
like, not like strictly money motivated.
yeah, no, I can't. I would never sell a problem. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not good at all, because
Yeah.
the person is not gonna be out in the world saying, "Oh, it was his first tattoo." They're gonna be like, "Yo, he fucked my
yeah.
shit up." Like,
Exactly.
do not go to him. He fucked my
Yeah.
shit up.
See,
You know
yo,
what I mean? Like,
It's funny you ask that shit, yo, because I see a lot of fucked up tattoos.
Yeah.
Like I would say almost every day, right? Yo, you know, it's like tattoos to me is like designer clothes. It should never be on sale. You
Mhm.
feel me? Like whenever someone tells me like, "Yo, bro, I got this tattoo artist for the low," I already know like
Yeah,
this
bitch,
shit
I'm not the
gotta be
person I
fucked
want to
up.
go to.
Yo, I feel like I said, like, you know, it's like, yo, like Gucci don't go on sale, really. You feel me? Like, so when somebody tell me like, "Yo, I got this Gucci shirt for like $80," I'm like, all right, that shit fake. I'm gonna let you rock with it.
Gucci.
Yo, but it's like somebody tell me, yo, look at my tattoo, bro. Like I got this shit for the low, got this for $50. I'm like, oh, word, that's
A whole sleeve, $50.
exactly.
That's not
yo,
bad.
yo.
That's not bad.
Yo, lying to someone about like their tattoo looking good, yo, is such an awkward
It's
thing
hard.
to me.
It's hard.
Yo, it's like it's almost as bad as like have you ever had a friend ask you, yo, my girl bad, right? And you gotta be like, yo, she
Long as you-
fresh as fuck.
As
though.
long as you happy, bro.
Yeah, yo,
as long as you happy, bro. As long as you happy, bro.
I got a couple friends that like got some tattoos where I'm like, yo, cause I got like obviously I got a sleeve, right? And to me, a tattoo artist is like almost like a barber to me.
Mhm.
You feel me? I'm like, I really try to stick to like one barber. I try to stick to one tattoo artist, and because like I already have that trust with that
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
You
yep.
feel me? Like I know what to expect. So for me to like venture out, it gives me like anxiety.
Mhm.
So I've had like, you know, like a lot of people know I'm into tattoos, I'm into art. So they're always kind of try to pitch me their artists. And I'm like, I'll look at the stuff they have on them like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really got it right now. I'm not trying to get tattooed. And it's just like, yo, their shits be looking crazy.
Yeah. I think it's always good. I think it's beneficial too for the tattoo artist if they get the same client,
Okay.
because they already know your skin type.
Right.
You know, how you react to certain things, and they could easily just continue on the work that they already started. You know what I mean?
No, that.
What's crazy is doing this, some people are really okay with bad tattoos.
Really.
Yes.
What do you mean?
As long as
Like
they have a tattoo.
exactly. Like
It's
some
just
people,
the look.
it's just the look. Like they don't even care. Like when I first started,
Mhm.
I was doing like only simple stuff. you would not believe the stuff people were sending me.
Really?
And I'm like, yo, I just started last week.
Right.
But like, yo, just do it on me. I don't care.
It's like, yo, when people go to jail and they get like tattoos that look like shit,
Yeah.
but they got tattoos, they're all tatted up.
No,
I mean, to be honest with
honestly,
you,
there's
like,
some
if-
jail tattoos that are actually really good though.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yes, really good. I actually want a jail tattoo.
Really?
Yeah. Like, but like a really like clean one.
Yeah.
And I want the one where
Like, do you want to go to jail?
no. Like, but like there's there's like certain like methods they use. And there's a method where they actually use like coffee grounds
Okay.
I
As the-
seen.
as
I,
the
I
ink.
watched that. I watched that. Shit.
as the ink. And I really want like a coffee tattoo.
Yo,
Yo, I-
yeah, go on
That's
YouTube
fire.
and figure
Yeah,
that
it
shit
was
out.
like, yo,
Yeah, see, I don't
It
know,
was some
but
shit
like,
like they had a rubber band, a pen, and they just kept like heating up the. I seen like
Uh-huh.
some like documentaries on how like they do tattoos in jail. It looks painful as fuck though. It looks
oh,
like
I'm sure it is.
it
I'm
takes.
sure
It looks like it takes
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
sure it
longer
is.
too.
But I had a client who came to me one time and he wanted me to add something to him and just out of like conversation, I always ask like, you know, who did your tattoos?
Mhm.
And he told me, he was like, yo, I got this, I got this whole shoulder, this whole chest in jail. And he was like 12 years ago.
And it should look good.
Yo, it looked like he got it done like that year.
Really?
I'm like, yo, what did they use? Like, how did they do it? So I was getting like interested. I'm like, yo,
Right.
what did they use? He's like, yo, they use coffee grounds. And he had like dark skin too, and it really like showed and popped. Like,
Yo, that's the thing about you know what's like about tattoos that kind of confusing me, right? Like I'm a light skinned dude. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like I'm very fair skinned, right? And I remember when I first started trying to get tattoos, I wanted color. Yo, and they just won't do
Refuse to,
color,
bro.
yo. And it's just like, and it's like, bro, like I'm light, like I'm really light. Like, yo, what? Like as a person that's been in the tattoo, you know, business for a while, like what's up with that shit? Like, why are they so against doing color tattoos on colored people?
One, it does depend. Like the technique does change. Like you gotta really like pack it in.
Okay.
You gotta make it like saturated. You gotta make it like completely like full if that's the look you're going for.
Okay.
So it is different needles. It is a whole different technique. And with my experience, some people do have different reactions to certain colors.
Right.
And I've seen
Does
people.
it happen like on the spot, or is it like kind of sit?
It normally happens like during the healing process. So
Okay.
there's like colors. I think like red is one, and I think
That's
like,
the only color they did on me was red.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Normally like red. I like in my box. I have like a couple different like shades of red just
Okay.
for that.
Mhm.
But again, I haven't been doing it long enough to know exactly.
Right.
You know, trying to say. I just know that a lot of people have different reactions, like certain colors. Red is a popular color. I think like green is also a popular
I
color.
was thinking green. Too,
Yeah, and even like, and sometimes it doesn't even like matter on like the skin color. Like I've seen people with super pale light skin where the red ink would just completely like be rejected.
Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah.
How
the
did
body
it
actually rejects it.
Yeah, so
Wow.
It's
does-
like it just does it look blank after? Like what do you mean? Reject?
sometimes it'll come out super like light pink,
Right.
but then all the other colors will be fine.
Okay.
So it is a gamble, at least to my knowledge. Obviously, like if color was something you wanted to do, there are only like black and gray tattooists.
Mm-hmm.
They would possibly recommend someone who's familiar with color,
yeah.
who's used to certain colors, used to certain brands of colors, how to pack it in your skin, things like that.
I would love to get a color tattoo, but
I've seen
I'm too dark
like
for that.
usually like black tattoo artists are good at putting artists like on black people because I guess they're just more familiar with the skin. Like, but that, like I said, it was confusing. It's like, bro, I thought I
Yeah.
could pull off some color. They're like, nah, bro, we're not doing it. I'm like I'm paying you.
Bro, sometimes they won't
But
even
they was
want
like, what?
That's it. Sometimes they don't even want to tattoo like black people because of that. Because like we keloid really quickly and shit too.
Things like that.
Like,
But I know that like I have tattooed people of darker skin, and a lot of times their skin would be more rougher.
right.
Yo, what do you think about people that get numbing cream? Like I've
I
seen
do
on
numbing cream.
you do
numbing
like
cream.
I've seen on Facebook like when people were like trying to play anybody who gets numbing cream when they're getting a tattoo,
Mhm.
right? They're perceived as being soft. Like, is that like a thing? Because I would assume like I would personally want the numbing cream. Like
Yeah.
I'd like yo make this shit as easy as possible. I'd work smart, not harder.
Nah, nigga,
But, like-
I'm a G.
You're a G. Like I'll take the numbing cream. Yo. I'll take a G.
I-
I'm not a G.
I've used the numbing cream. I always tell people, I'm like, yo, if it's your first tattoo, don't
Does that shit
don't use
actually
the
work?
numbing cream. It does to an extent though. To an extent. Obviously you'll feel like the burn. It just won't feel like the sharpness,
Right.
Okay.
the annoying sharpness, the constant like drag on it.
Yeah.
I've used numbing cream on my neck and on the side of my
Side of your
I
head.
feel like that shit would hurt.
That side of your head, I could imagine that should
yeah.
be.
And what's
that
crazy
should
is
hurt.
that the numbing cream only lasts for like
20 minutes.
no, like a good 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does. But that's the thing. I have tats on both sides, and I
Mhm.
got that done in one session. So
One felt good.
one was straight, and we were just like chopping it up, just talking. And then when she went on the other side, I'm like, whoa.
Yo, reapply it.
You could, but at that point, like sometimes like you're supposed to put it on beforehand. There's certain numbing creams you're supposed to put on beforehand. But when you already started and you already
Yeah.
got the stencil on there, you can't just rub it on like
Yo, what was the most
Okay.
painful tattoo you got?
the most painful tattoo. So I got my neck done. I got my most of my stomach, my legs, my knees, most of this arm. Yeah, I think majority of it. But my worst tattoo was this part, this wrist.
Really?
Yes.
Yo, you know what's fucking crazy, yo? I don't know what it is about that shit, but when they did my tattoo right here, yo, I was like almost about to cry. Yo. And this shit, like, this is all black. So
Yeah.
this shit took like, yo, like the whole inside, yo, this right here, the inside,
Oh yeah, the inside that
inside
I don't
of the
got
bicep,
that done, but that right
the
there.
inside of the bicep right here was like the word. This was like nothing. I feel like
Mhm.
this one was like a breeze.
You know what I think is? I think it's if you ever trip and fall, you're never gonna scrape this part of your
Yeah.
body. You're
Yeah.
never gonna. That's never gonna get.
And it's
touched.
protected
That's
from the sun, everything.
That's baby flesh. You know what I mean?
Right. There's
But-
no
Right,
sun.
yo,
Yo,
like,
there's no
not, like,
sunburns, no
nothing's
nothing on
really
that.
ever
But
touched
then
that
like,
shit.
but also underneath it, like that's a whole muscle and like the way it bends and the way like the part of this muscle is. I feel like tattoos hurt more at the start of a muscle and at like the end of it.
Okay.
But when it's on top of a muscle and it's nice and flat and nice and tight,
Mhm.
like you could get like a constant like regular like pain if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like there's
Yeah.
no change in that pain level if that makes sense.
I know what you mean, like yo, cause like sometimes it varies, like as like when they go up and down. And like, damn, like yo, it's like and it's like for me, I think the longest I sat for was like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Bro, but at the end of the 8 hours, I feel like I was in
Exhausted.
a fight.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I had to
Like,
Like you got
just,
beat up.
Like, I was like I was out of
But
it.
that's a lot. That's a lot of dark spots though.
Imagine if you don't eat. Like,
Oh, I didn't. Bro, I was hurting.
yeah.
Bro, people don't eat. People
Yeah.
don't eat.
Yeah,
Like
people pass out. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, is it true if you drink before you get a tattoo that you bleed more?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that's-
100%.
don't drink.
100%.
Yo, I
Do
heard.
not
Yo,
drink.
most people
Thins
want
out
like
your blood,
most people
right?
want to get like drunk or high before
Yeah.
they get a tattoo.
But it makes it worse. Oh yeah.
Oh,
it
don't
makes
get
it-
high.
Don't
Probably hurt more.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Normally, like when you're high, I feel like you overanalyze stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I feel like you're just gonna think about that pain even more. It doesn't
Yeah.
make it better. You might be chill, but you're chilled out thinking of that pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're drunk, you might not be able to feel it, but it makes it so hard for the tattoo artist.
Really?
Yeah, because like your blood thins out. It comes
Okay.
out like water. So a lot of times it just pushes the ink out. You know what I mean?
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
so that shit like that's not a myth. That's actually
Yeah, that's
true.
real. So some people like I've tattooed people where they didn't even tell me. I had no idea, and it was just like it was not sticking in. And I have no choice but to stop.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Oh, and then you have to tell them like, yo,
you
gotta
can't
come back. You gotta come back sober,
yeah
man.
you
I
can't.
mean, did you
Like,
ask them if they drink or did
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
always
Okay.
supposed to ask them, make sure they're good and whatnot. There's normally like consent forms,
Right.
and they're supposed to like say that they're not. But like if you could tell and you can't tattoo the person,
Yeah.
then you literally cannot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, like they're like scared.
Yeah, like it's
It's
like
rejecting it.
exactly.
Yo, so speaking of pain, right? Like, who do you think sits better for tattoos, men or women?
Women.
Really?
Women. Yo, the worst clients I've had have always been men.
Really?
Yes.
Yo,
Like-
women have a higher sense of,
Mhm.
I mean, like have higher tolerance to
For
pain.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they give birth.
Also, like that's like clear. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And I always tell women, I'm like, oh, you're gonna be good. I'm like, you had kids too? You good? You're good. Like you're
Right.
thinking this.
yo,
Now, my
that's
first
fun-
tattoo, like I got one on my chest. That shit didn't hurt that bad, but then like when they hit the collarbone, that shit hurt
Yeah.
crazy, and
Yeah.
I was squirming like a motherfucker. Like
Mhm.
tell you that, I guarantee my tattoo artist was pissed
Yeah.
because like he hit this shit and it felt
Yeah, I got near
Crazy.
that collarbone. But yeah, women they'll definitely feel it. Like when it's done, they'll let you know like, yo, that was probably the worst pain I've
But
ever
they'll
felt.
sit.
But they'll sit through it. Like I would have no idea like that they were in pain at all.
I mean, women have cramps every month, so like,
Yeah, they
deal with that on a regular.
Men though, oh man. Man. I remember one time there was this big huge dude I was doing like his forearm, and I was trying to hold down his arm the entire time while I was tattooing, and all he was just doing was just lifting me up.
And he's strong as shit too.
Yeah, so I'm like trying to play it cool. Like, I'm like, yo, you gotta relax or something.
Yeah.
It was just something small right there, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
No big shit.
nah, it wasn't at all. Like,
Yo, because honestly, I hate when people say like, "Oh, tattoos feel good" or "they don't hurt." I'm like, yo, you're full of
They're not
shit.
too bad.
Yo, but it's always, I don't know. Yo, for me, honestly,
they hurt.
Tattoo, every tattoo hurt me. Like
See,
every tattoo.
This was fine. But like you said, the fucking inside, that shit killed me. And the elbow was the worst. But elbow and the collarbone were like the two worst ones.
But yo,
it wasn't
like,
too bad outside of
to
that.
say like tattoos feel good, yo, like that's just to me, it's just
That's
like
cap.
shit.
That's cap.
Mhm.
That's cap.
But it's always women. Yo, women are always saying like, "Oh, tattoos feel good." And it's just like, damn, like you went to some like.
Now, good is a
some-
stretch.
Yeah,
You
I was
like
gonna say
some
good is a
freaky
stretch. I mean,
shit.
because they do hurt, but like they're definitely like if they're being done right and whatnot, and the person's comfortable and they're in a good environment, they're definitely tolerable. So some people love getting tattoos just for that experience, but it's never like I personally don't think it's a good feeling. You know what I mean? Like
That's like some psycho shit, honestly.
Yeah.
If you're getting it just for
Yeah.
the pain
Yeah.
versus.
I had a client who, and it was a female, and I tell her, I'm like, every time I tattoo her, she literally laughs.
Like she's just like giggling.
Laughs, bro, like full out laughing.
Damn.
Maybe she's
like-
trying to laugh through the pain.
I don't know, but I be telling her, I'm like, yo, you're crazy.
So
You're crazy.
out of
Yo.
curiosity, like, what was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was behind my ear. And I forget about
music?
it all the time. The music.
Okay.
Oh, that's like a kind of a bold tattoo, I'd say.
Yeah.
for your first
No
one.
more jobs after that, huh?
Nah, it was no more jobs after this.
And then
one
that
right here.
goes-
This one right here,
I think jobs are actually more tolerable of like tattoos. these
yeah.
days, too.
Yes and no. I feel like
If you
Okay.
got the job, it's probably easier for you to get a
Yo,
tattoo.
most jobs
but
can't
a lot of
fire.
jobs,
Most jobs can't fire you for having a tattoo nowadays,
Right.
right?
they could
I-
not hire you though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I feel like it's still kind of like you might still hide this shit. Yo, sometimes I go into like it's always kind of surprising the stores that make their employees hide it. Like I'll go into like
Walmart.
or jewelry stores or shit, and I'll see like they have a Band-Aid over like their
Mhm.
tattoo right here, or it's like fucking Walmart. Like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
It's really for the customers though.
Right.
A lot of times the jobs wouldn't really care. It's mainly for the customers.
I remember when I was like 16, I was working at Toys R Us, and they made people cover up their tattoos. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like as a customer, like what do you like?
Some customers like when I first got my neck tattoo, like it was unspoken where I knew I was gonna get eyeballs and I was
Right.
ready for that. But when I really got it and people were really like seeing me, I felt the difference.
Really?
I had to get like used to it.
Okay.
Like it
You
was
think that people were judging you?
I would definitely judging
Okay.
for sure. But like it was so weird.
This
Like,
stand-up guy, like he's such an
Yeah.
amazing person.
you know what's crazy? There's this one story, and it was the first time like it was blatantly like I felt judged for it. I was at the gym,
Right.
right?
The gym?
I was at the gym, right? And I was just by myself, right? And this old guy comes up to me. He has like long hair. And he has a cane. And I'm hype. I had my new PR. I'm thinking he's about to like compliment me. So I'm ready. I'm amped. I'm like, yo, what up? Like,
Feeling solid as
yeah,
shit?
like I'm good. Like I'm about to hit another rep. He comes to me. He's like,
You in the military?
nah, he was like, yo, you ever went to Cheshire? Like, nah. I'm thinking he's talking about the gym. Because the gym I was going to, you could go to if there's another gym in a different city. I'm like, nah, I go to the one here and I go to the one there. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, Cheshire jail. I said, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I see.
Like, bro,
Yeah,
you
I saw
get
that
your old
coming.
ass out here, bro. Like,
Oh.
yeah, you thinking like,
Nah,
since
see-
I'm all tatted up, like I've been in jail
Yeah.
and whatnot. Like,
See, I've been approached about my tattoos by military dudes.
really?
Because, traditionally back in the day, only like men in the military got tattoos. So, I've gotten come up to me, yo, like, oh, what branch of the military you in? Like, I'm like, none. Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about this country. I'm not
Yeah.
joining this shit. It's like, yo, why you got tattoos? And I'm like, because I like this shit.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, especially the old school Marines, I've gotten into like arguments like with them about like tattoos. They're like, yo, like guys like you shouldn't get tattoos and shit. I'm like, man, probably knock your old ass the fuck up.
What's
For
crazy is I
America.
feel like people who got tattoos back in the day, are like way more badass than all of
Oh
us.
yeah,
now.
no,
like
yo,
100%.
now it's like the hit, like we're like
Yeah.
the hippies.
Yeah, the
kinda
hippies, like it's because it's cool.
It's trendy, yeah.
It's trendy. But back then,
You
one,
gotta
it
be
was
you was a certified thug.
yeah. Oh, 100%. It don't matter what it was. It could be an anchor. It could be the ugliest anchor. It could be a heart.
Yeah,
if you had
that's
a
true,
tattoo,
that's
Yeah.
because for one, it was just frowned
Fucking
upon.
anchor, I can
It was
remember.
frowned upon, yeah, and like it was always on a body part where it was like hidden too.
I
Now
felt like the
people,
bicep was the thing. Huh?
Nah, I feel like if you had a, I would even say like 2008, 2000, like around that time, right? If you had a tattoo like that was in your forearm or neck or face, certified. Like, yo, no, nobody was fucking with you. Like you was a thug. Yo, you was like, yo, you had certified hands. Like them shits was registered. Like, yo, you was known, right? You could have been like really a bitch, but like if you had a tattoo in those spots, like it's like, all right, don't fuck with him.
yeah.
Now it's like it's all like the hipsters kind of like everybody's getting tattoos nowadays. You feel me? But back in the day, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
You had to
like-
be like a biker, like
Exactly, yeah. And again, a lot of those like tattoos they were hidden, so they were like under your shirts, under
Yeah.
like.
Would you ever
Short
get a
sleeve.
face? Would you ever get a face tattoo?
I've
mean-
thought about it. I've thought about it
bro,
a few
yeah,
times.
Like
it's,
right-
you're already right here, man. Like it's just like it's
Like
Yeah.
right here,
drop,
like
drop belief at this
I don't
point.
It
know.
gives me like Chris Brown vibes, so it's like
You
I-
do.
I don't
like-
know. I feel like
I think I could see it.
kind of look like Chris Brown too, right?
Spanish version.
The Spanish
Right.
version.
Jose
yeah,
Brown.
The Spanish
Yeah,
version.
Jose
Jose Brown. Yo.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like if I did though, then it's like nothing's like off limits now. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you got your neck and your scalp.
That's
tattooed,
true,
man.
but I
it's
don't know.
already-
I
yo,
feel-
you're over the line.
but I
bro.
feel like the face is like completely different. I don't know.
I can see that.
I mean,
You know
what-
I it's like
yeah, I
completely
believe it.
different.
Yo,
I saw a face
complete-
tattoo today, and it still gives me like, damn, that nigga.
Mhm.
Nah,
Don't
yo,
give a fuck
honestly,
about
to
life.
me, I'm so kind of like adjusted to it at this point. Yo, even because it's funny, even though I have a full sleeve, like I was still judging people with like face and neck tattoos for a
Really?
while because I'm like, oh damn, like they
don't give a fuck.
about
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Yo, but
yeah.
now, yo,
and I
I
still give a fuck about little stuff. Like I'm still like thoughtful and mindful
no,
about
I
shit.
know,
You know
yo,
what I mean? But it's
yo,
like
it's
I
crazy.
have to go through like some crazy shit to be like, yo, fuck it.
Fuck life.
Yeah, just put it over my fucking eyebrow. You know what I mean? Like some wild shit.
Like yo, my next tattoo, I'm actually been thinking about it. Like it's and I'm because me growing up, yo, I'm the type of guy that I actually like. I used to be judgy as fuck when it came to tattoos. I never thought I would get like something below my like elbow.
Mhm.
So when I got this shit, I was just like, damn, I don't even like recognize myself anymore. So then I'm like, all right, I'll do this shit, right? But I'll never get something like on my neck or face. Like my next tattoo is actually gonna be like
Behind your ear?
both. I want to get two like one behind my ear, like one from like both of my sons.
Mhm.
But then it's just like to me, like 8 years ago, right? Like if you had asked me some shit like that, I'd be like, yo, like hell no, I'm not doing that shit.
What
Yo.
what made you what makes you think you changed in you? Like what made that switch? Just seeing it out normally more and more, or
I think it's like just my comfortability with myself.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
like knowing that like just because I put this on myself, it doesn't really like
Change you,
label me
yeah.
or change me as like
Mhm.
this type of person, right? Despite what people think comes with it.
yeah,
You know what I
Yo,
mean?
3 years ago, like I never would have guessed I would have had
Yeah.
tattoos. Like I honestly, first tattoo was like 2 years ago.
I
for
don't
that,
think
for that
you-
same
you were-
reason
yo,
though. For that same reason,
You
or-
were
Yeah.
like against piercings at that
Yeah,
point.
I had no piercings, no
Really?
tattoos, nothing.
really.
For religious reasons. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
What's funny is that's for religious reasons. That's where I got my neck tattoo.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
For
religion?
Not for. I got it because it was a religious situation.
Okay.
I was in a church and a pastor. Basically, while I was there, the pastor looked at me up and down before I had like my neck tattoo or
Okay.
whatever. He seen my arm, and he had said a comment. Something he said. He
like
commented.
derogatory?
It was like if he checked me up and down, and he was like, "Oh, okay, you know that tattoo isn't so bad." And whatnot, like I felt kind of like judged that I had a
Oh,
tattoo.
like you still looking at you
Yeah,
like, all right,
yeah, yeah.
we could still save this
Yeah,
one.
that's what it felt
Right,
like. That's what
yeah.
it felt like.
Still allowed in the church.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like. So at that time, I wanted something so bold where
Mhm.
it was like people weren't gonna like question me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted them to know like I already thought this out.
I'm
Right.
about, I'm about
Yeah,
this
yeah.
life.
I'm about this life,
Yeah.
and just because like whatever you think of me, it's not true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Or it doesn't phase me.
it doesn't phase me.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean?
Crazy thing is, like, I've had a similar experience. Like, I brought one of my boys to church with me one time. Actually, one of our boys to church with me one time, and he had tattoos all on his hand. And the pastor's wife, like, literally took his hand and like examined each and every one of his tattoos and asked him like, what did it mean?
Mhm.
And I felt uncomfortable for him, but he took it like a champ, and I kind of felt like, damn, like bro, like why would you do that? Like,
yeah, but from the like to play devil's advocate, like she could just be interested in his thoughts. Like, why would he put this on himself? Right? A lot of times tattoos have meanings. Like some people just don't put tattoos on themselves with no meaning behind it, right? Because you're gonna have to look at it for the rest of your life. Would you say that like some of your tattoos has meaning?
No.
No, they're just
absolutely.
Wow,
not.
after all of that, after what I just said, has no meaning. You just told me that one of your tattoos is because you got. That's the only one.
The roses they don't have a meaning, but it has like a purpose.
It was a religious meaning.
No, but his religious meaning is like, oh, fuck that pastor.
See,
you're gonna judge me for this shit? Wait till you see next time.
It kind of like that. So it's not like but like
so just random.
Honestly, yeah, I want to say literally like when I started tattooing and I was tattooing on myself, yes, a lot of them were random. And mainly because of
I like this word.
Yeah, it was not even word, but like it was mainly because like let's say if I got like new equipment and that equipment had like a specific like how do I say that? Like it was needed to be used for let's say like coloring in something darker with like,
had a specific utility.
Yeah, something like that. I'm like, you know what? Let me tattoo something on myself that will utilize that feature.
Okay,
and learn from
it. Yeah,
and learn from it.
But that's a unique situation though. Like, do you ever have a client that comes up and is like, yo, a client that comes up and just says like, yo, I want this because like, yo, you got a fish on you, right?
Well,
it has like some meaning behind it.
Well, all my tattoos do have a purpose to me.
I mean, some people get like people's names tattooed on themselves.
But then some people just get like tattoos just to get tatted.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay. I just always thought that.
Like, I've gone from like the same thing, right? Like, because all my tattoos have a meaning to me, right? But even me, right? I used to be like I used to just be a judgmental person in life. So like as I'm growing, I'm like starting to lose that, right? Yo, because I used to think I'm better than people. All right, like my tattoos have meaning, but like, oh, you just got some random like alligator on you, like just like for no reason, right? And it's like I just think that kind of show is stupid, but it's like, yo, like that's like to me now, I just look at it like, yo, it's just art. Yeah, that's just the beauty of art. You feel me? Like if you think something looks sick, it doesn't have to have like this deep ass meaning, right? Like you just want it on you. As long as like you're happy and you don't look at the tattoo like, damn, I wish I never got this shit. Then yo, it is what it is.
That's true. I almost think that's intrusive though too.
Intrusive?
Yeah. You know, someone's got something permanent on their body forever, and you're asking them why do they have that? Why they choose that?
I was gonna say that as well
intrusive.
because that's like
some people get tattoos to cover up scars, cover up marks.
And I never thought about it like that. Yeah,
it's like a pregnant woman. Like, are you okay with a pregnant woman or somebody walking up to your pregnant girlfriend and just like rubbing her stomach? A random person,
yeah, rubbing her stomach and
or
just
like
asking,
a black
like,
girl saying,
"Did
like,
you plan to have this baby?"
Or like I like your hair and like play with the black girl's hair. Like
it's a little intrusive. So it's like you know,
a lot of women that have had like breast cancer, like. You know, they got the surgery. They get like their scars tattooed. You feel me?
Yeah. Or even like nipples tattooed on them.
Yeah, I'm saying, or just something, just because obviously like no scars aren't usually not like the most beautiful looking thing, right? So a lot of people do get a tattoo, and they might not have a meaning. It's just like, yo, let me just cover this up with something artistic. I just nowadays you just never know. So a lot of times I don't even ask. Somebody once it's done, as long as it's nothing like, you know, crazy. If they ask for names, I just make sure like, yo, you sure you want this?
All right, yo.
But like anything else, like,
what if you just say like, yo, those are some dope tattoos?
You could say that, right? You could say that.
All right, because I mean, I've done that a lot.
You could take. That's just that's just how I see it.
Yeah.
As being a tattoo artist and seeing different reasons why people get tattoos, I do think it's a little intrusive to ask them why they're getting. Yeah, because a lot of these tattoos can have like crazy meanings. You know,
right.
Yeah. Mean nothing at all.
Yeah. Or imagine, you know, someone, I don't know, let's say someone had a death in the family and the person loved pepperoni pizza. You're going to clown someone for having a tattoo of a slice of pizza on them?
Not to their face.
Some people would. Like, you really got a slice of pizza tattooed on you? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But then they're like, yo, my grandfather.
I would get a
my grandfather
loved pepperoni pizza. You know what I mean? Like,
I'd get a slice of pepperoni on me.
With Domino's heavy.
Yeah, right.
Bro, I love pepperoni pizza. I'd get it tattooed. I would probably
you'll get that shit because we'll do it right now. I'll pay for
let me know, bro.
Nah, it has to be shrimp pizza though.
Shrimp.
Do it.
A shrimp pizza.
Hey, that's fire, yo.
I get like I would get one with like a slice missing.
Just don't go to church with it. They're gonna be like, you slice it.
I don't go to church. Like, yo, I love pizza. That's why I got it tattooed.
Yo, have you ever gotten like a tattoo request that you turned down because like you just thought like it was offensive or something like that?
That's
Not
a great
yet.
question.
Not yet. Not yet.
You know what I mean? Yo, like I've seen like tattoos on people that's just like, yo,
Mhm.
like why the fuck would you get a swastika on you?
Yeah,
Like,
I would never do a tattoo that my name is gonna be on it that I don't stick my
Yo,
name.
Okay.
that's actually a good question because it was a video of a girl that got Drake tattooed
Oh, yeah,
right on her
yeah, yeah. I
forehead,
remember
right?
that.
Drake seen it and he was like, "Yo, that's dope. I fuck with you."
But you're good.
But
The
you
tat-
know
no,
what?
but
The
the tat-
tattoo artist is a fucking asshole.
No.
How do you
Yeah, I
feel?
remember that. I remember saying
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
You agree with that?
I
Like,
agree.
yo,
Yeah,
why
like,
would
I wouldn't do that.
there's like some code? There's some level of code of ethics that like I'm not gonna do that. Is that like within the community of tattoo artists?
I want to be honest. I don't know all of the unspoken laws in the tattoo community, like, but I just know me personally. I would never do anything that I would never tattoo anything that I don't agree with personally, no matter
Gotcha.
what it is. Because your name's gonna be behind it, no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's because the first thing that's gonna come to mind is that's a crazy tattoo. Second thing,
Who did it?
Who did
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. That's a good point, yo.
That's a great point.
Yo, do you have like any favorite like tattoo artists that you look up to or kind of like, you know,
Like some
trying to-
celebrity tattoo artists?
celebrity. I
or
don't.
not
I don't
even. Or I would say local.
Oh, local?
I feel like Connecticut has like some.
Oh
great
yeah,
tattoo
there's
artists,
a
man.
lot of dope talent. I want to give I'll give a shout out to you know I'm gonna give a shout out to. He's not even local, but his name on IG is, I think it's like Yak Tattoos.
Okay.
Yak tattoos?
Yak Tattoos. He does like a lot of anime work and on colored skin.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's really good. But the reason why I would give him a shout out and I always give him praise, when I first when I was doing art, he's just a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And we followed each other on that line. Like he loved my art and I love his tattoos.
Okay.
I think he's out in like,
L.A.
oh, I want to say like maybe Pennsylvania. I think so.
Okay.
Don't quote me exactly. But when I first started, he was the only one that was helping me out.
Oh okay.
He was the only one. Everyone else would be like, they would give me like, the critiques would be more of like slow down critiques. Like slow down, don't do this, don't do that. You know. He was so nice at everything. Like he would look at the tattoo and know exactly,
What would you need improvement on?
not even that. He'll know exactly like what I did first. Where I stopped.
Where you started, where you
Yeah,
stopped.
and he would be like, yo, like, you know, look for these signs.
Mhm.
If this happens, do this, do that. It was a real, like, so he's probably like the closest thing to a real apprenticeship. And I never met this dude in person.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
So yo, is that like rare in the tattoo community?
Yes.
For people like
Oh,
to kind
yeah.
of help each other out.
I
Is it
think
like kind
so.
of like
I think so.
doggy kind of world?
I think so. Because then it's just like another person locally, like, doing tattoos. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That can possibly, like, take your client.
Take some of your
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Have you ever considered like working under him or working with him?
To this day, like I probably, every time I post, he probably responds to it.
Mhm.
And he gives me like amazing feedback. Like,
Right.
yo, you're doing great.
And
This,
you
this, and that.
don't take it like as negative feedback.
No,
Even
no,
if
no,
it's
no,
like
no, not at
Okay.
all, not at all. It's just the way
the
it came.
respect level.
Yeah, it's like the way it came off. I'm pretty sure he knows I'm an artist and he knows I'm passionate about it, and it's just like literally, and like I would take his advice and it would actually like work.
Right.
And the fact that it's from someone like I've never even met and we just known each other even before I started tattooing, like I give him so much respect. Like I literally would not be here
Okay.
without like his help, honestly. And I tell him that all the time. I tell him that all the time.
Like I think well he did most of my tattoos like locally, who I think is like one of the dopest tattoo artists out here is Ernesto
Oh yeah.
from the Lost Art Gallery.
Yes.
Like he did all
Yeah.
this shit.
Mhm.
And then another guy that used to work in his gallery did who's I'll think is
Edgar?
What?
Edgar?
His name on Instagram is Infinite.
Yeah. Yep,
Enigma.
Edgar, yeah. Yep. He's good too.
Yeah.
Actually, everybody from that shop is good.
Oh, I've gotten tattooed by both of them, and
Yeah.
both of them is just like
Oh, they're
got
all
tattooed
yo,
by
and
Louis?
the art in that gallery
Yeah.
is fucking
You
nuts.
know what it is? I think cuz Lewis there's a
Yeah, I got tattooed
yeah,
by him.
that's
yeah.
he started finishing like my sleeve.
Okay.
It was started by a different artist, but he continued
Mhm.
onto it. But when
Lewis
I was
is a
getting
funny guy.
when I was getting tattooed from him, he said that when they do their apprenticeship there, Ernesto, I believe, this is from what I remember, has them do oil painting
Yeah.
before even
Yeah.
like doing tattoos.
Makes
So
it
a
do
lot,
painting
yeah.
at first,
So a lot of the art there is from the actual tattoo artist, and they're phenomenal. I think I don't know if he's still there. What, Mike Surprise? I think he's amazing.
Okay.
They're so good. What's funny though is, again, like how I said, I don't know the exact like unspoken law about like the tattoo community. I had a client who wanted a tattoo done, and they showed me a picture of it, and I had no idea it was Ernesto's like original work.
Really?
Yes, I had no idea, and I was so hyped about that.
It's like some set trip and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then like he wrote me respectfully, and was like, "Yo, this is my original work that you did," and I had no idea at all.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. So I felt.
Was he upset? Do you know?
There's probably a tone to it, right?
A little bit.
Is there
like,
any copyright?
I would say, but it's almost like if you draw something up, I'm basically making money off of that drawing.
Yo, I don't think it's like legal copyright stuff. It's unspoken respect laws. You feel me?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, yo, I did it first, and if you know I did this and you still continue, like, now you're violating.
Yeah,
you feel me?
But you didn't know though, so
Yeah.
I had no idea, and I felt terrible because like
Right.
it was, he's so close to home. One, I also look up to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he's amazing. And like, I had to tell my client after I did it. This was like weeks after, like it already healed. Like I put up healing photos of it and everything. Like, and he wrote me. He's like, "Yo, at least give me some credit." So I had I had to edit like the post and be like, the original artist of this such and such.
Do you think that's a bit petty of him?
No, I don't. I don't
It's
think
out
so.
of respect,
I don't.
right?
I don't think so. I don't think.
It's just
so.
like out of respect.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm an artist. That's
Right,
like that's like me painting a picture, right? Someone painting that picture the exact same way and selling it.
Okay.
I don't get nothing from it. I don't get nothing out of it.
You know what's crazy, right? And it's kind of actually pretty good. It's like the fact that your art even made it onto his radar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like his page is big. You feel me? And like his clientele was like, yo, you gotta book him like 2 years in advance of this.
I was shocked. What's funny is
for him to even recognize you, right?
when I first got the notification, it said his name. I thought it was gonna be like, "Yo, this is nice." Da da da. It was like, "Yo, this is my work." He sent me the original drawing and everything like that, like the original photo of it, and I was like, I really felt like I stepped in line.
Right.
Yo, it'd be like fucking like Joe Rogan reaching out to us like, "Yo, I thought of that topic first." Like, oh no, we let the podcast god down.
That's what it felt like. So it was never like. I really felt bad. I really felt bad. Now I kind of like double check.
I can imagine, yo.
Yeah, and if someone does give something, I do alter it a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where
you got to add your own flavor to it.
Exactly.
Yo, because like I said, like I feel like that tattoo shop is probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not too familiar with tattoo shops around in the Connecticut area, but like, yo, even when I tell people like where I got my shit done, they're like, it's like almost kind of like wearing like designer type shit. It's like, you got it done by, you got it done here? Like, oh, like how'd you even like manage to get?
I booked it 2 years. I booked it 2 years ago.
No, it's like you get into like the club like that's like exclusive, like some VIP shit. Like, oh, you got, like, how the fuck you do that shit? Like, I know a guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and what's crazy is I'm surprised that like a lot more people don't know about it. Like I get surprised. I'm like, you don't know?
Yeah.
Lost Art Gallery over at, what is it, Watertown? I think.
Yeah.
But their shop is just like so professional, bro. It's like the environment there, the people there, they're all talented. It's like you're not gonna walk out of there
like I told you, I never wanted a tattoo,
Yeah.
and that's the reason why my friend was getting tattooed there, and I was like,
they're all nice.
all right, let me see what it's like. And I went there and I ended up meeting Lou, and I was like, yo, I want to be tattooed.
Yeah,
like,
You're definitely not getting a discount over there. You're paying Gucci price.
Nah, I mean,
Balenciaga.
but it's worth it though. Like there's a lot that comes like the equipment wise, everything, bro.
Tattoos are not something that you want to get a discount on, bro.
I mean that's my whole point.
Anybody tells you like, yo, I got this guy for the low, then you just respectfully say no thanks.
I mean, I'm sure at one point someone said that about me, like, yo, like, but
got this guy Eddie, man.
Oh, you got good prices, but nah, I know what you mean though. I know what you mean, like.
So before I wrap this up, I do have just one question for you. What's your favorite tattoo to do, and do you have a least favorite tattoo that's like when someone comes, it's like, fucking gotta do this one again?
Do I have a least favorite?
Like, is it like the hood classic, like clouds and doves type shit? Like,
Yo,
what's going on, man?
is it the eye drop?
You know what it is. I've never done it yet. I've always get asked, and I'm like, yo, people are still asking for it.
Lips.
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if any of you guys have it before I say it.
Go ahead, man.
It's the praying hands.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
know.
It's like a cliche, right?
I feel
It's
like
a hood classic. Yo, it's a hood
yeah,
classic.
it is.
It's a hood classic.
But I'm like, yo, it's 2000.
20.
Yeah. You still don't have this tattoo done already? I've never done it, but it's just like
you don't want to do it.
yeah. I right now I don't.
Okay.
But my favorite tattoos is like really like just bold line work. Like I just love how it looks when it heals up. There's this like techniques called like pepper shading where it's like a lot of dots.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
It looks. I just love how it.
Yeah.
Anything of that. That's what.
My favorite type of tattooing that I see now, I just love to look at is like was it sacred geometry?
Okay. Yep.
That shit looks so sick to
Yeah,
me.
because it like plays with your eyes.
Yeah.
Bro. But you know how hard it is to do something like that, like on someone's body when they have like all these natural contours, and you still have to like make.
That takes skill, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But bro, thank you for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
I mean, this podcast definitely took a turn. We went from, like, sugar daddies.
For real, this is like 2 episodes.
All right, guys, let's get to business now. That's tattoos. But where can anybody reach you, or like if they want to get a tattoo, get a piece of art, or just any work?
You can hit me up on IG ink_by_EG.
Okay. All right. And this is not a tattoo artist yet, just the artist at the moment.
I'm an artist doing tattoos.
But pretty damn good artist from
Thank you. I appreciate
check
it.
out his stuff on IG.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
You think he's been doing this shit for a lot longer than 2 years, man. But as always, please like, comment, subscribe, share. Just keep tuning in. Thank you.